Timberwolves versus Thunder. OKC's emerging Big Three just shifted the NBA's balance of power. Mark Daigneault keeps talking about the future. Keeps saying the Thunder are still figuring it out. Keeps lowering the temperature in the room, even as the floor beneath the league starts to shake. But it's time to stop pretending this is a project. Oklahoma City is here. Right now. And the league better be paying attention. In a thrilling 128-126 Game 4 win over the Timberwolves, the Thunder didn't just take a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals. They announced their arrival as a true contender, built around a homegrown trio that's as dangerous as any in the league. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. That's the trio. And they combined for 95 points in one of the most high-stakes games of the postseason. The Timberwolves brought everything: physical defense, raucous energy, desperate shot-making, and it still wasn't enough. Because every time Minnesota landed a punch, OKC hit back harder, smarter, and more composed. Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 40, dished 10 assists, grabbed 9 boards. He was the anchor, the steady hand, the one player Minnesota couldn't figure out how to stop, even when he was off his game. But this wasn't a one-man show. Williams came up huge, especially late, draining 6 threes and scoring 14 of his 34 points in the fourth quarter. He looked completely unbothered by the moment, unrattled, just like Holmgren. Chet doesn't even get plays called for him, and yet his 21 points and 7 rebounds were backbreakers. He plays with a quiet arrogance, a confidence that creeps into every possession. He scored 9 in the fourth, all momentum killers. Minnesota shot better from the field, from deep, and at the line. They got 5 threes each from Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Donte DiVincenzo. They put up 41 in the fourth quarter. And they still lost. That's how you know the Thunder are something else. Something sustainable. "We're not close to our ceiling," Gilgeous-Alexander said post-game. Jalen and Chet are playing off talent right now. They haven't even scratched their prime. That's a warning. Because the Thunder's best players are 25, 24, and 22. This isn't a flash run. This is a long-term problem for the West. They've already shown they can handle adversity. After a rough Game 3 loss, they bounced back, controlled Game 4's tempo, and shut the door when it mattered. That's not normal for a young team. That's championship DNA. And maybe that's the scariest part. They look like they've been here before. Like they know exactly what they want and how to get it. Anthony Edwards. He found himself overthinking for the first time this series. The Thunder threw bodies, mixed looks, and dared him to make the right basketball play, which he did by giving up the ball. But that's not what Minnesota needs from him. The Wolves need him to take over. And he couldn't. By the time Edwards got aggressive, it was too late. The Thunder had taken control, and they never let go. "They passed it to me. They expect me to shoot it," Holmgren said. That's not just confidence. That's trust. And in OKC, it runs through every possession, every player. This isn't the old Big Three model either. It's not 3 ISO-heavy stars. It's 3 guys who complement each other, play off each other, and close together. Daigneault doesn't need to draw up hero plays. His stars know how to win together. That's why this team is dangerous. That's why this isn't just a hot playoff run. This is a shift in the landscape. The Thunder have built something real. Something modern. Something terrifying. If this is a start, imagine what the middle looks like. And if you can't beat them now, good luck later. Anthony Edwards reacts to Game 4 loss versus OKC Thunder.
How do you guys bounce back now? You guys, you're 4 games in. What do you think about going back to OKC?
I feel good, man. Just try to get one and come back home.
Just the turnovers that they create, just what are you kind of seeing from that respect that made it harder to take care of the ball tonight than versus Game 3?
You just can't play with the ball around them. Like, everybody on the team is handsy. Just can't play with it. Gotta, like Coach said, gotta pick one way and go, and then once they show you the heavy gap, get off of it.
How about what Nickeil and Donte gave you?
It was balling. It was balling. Hopefully they carry that over to the next game. We'll be all right.
It did seem like you were making that right play, the bringing that.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about your sort of offensive process there? It's probably not big points individually.
Definitely not the, I guess, the points I wanted to get, but I mean, they didn't really let me get too many shots off. They did a good job of that. Every time I had the ball, they showed me a major proud. So just making the right play, getting off of it. And my guys hit shots tonight, so big shout out to them.
And just, I mean, you guys played good defense on Shai and J-Dub a lot, and they just made big shots over you. Is that kind of what you saw? I mean, in good position a lot for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, J-Dub had a bunch of open ones. He made some tough ones too. Shai made some tough ones, but I think Chet changed the game for him more than anything. The easy points he had, the easy rebounds, putbacks, all his points. I think that was the game changer.
So much of you guys play up front to this point was big nights from you and Randall. And just how did it kind of hit you for the fact that you guys both struggled at the same time tonight?
I don't look at it like I struggled or he struggled. They had a good game plan, making us get off the ball. Especially for me, man, it was super in the gaps. I made the right play all night, so I don't really look at it like I struggled. I didn't get enough shots to say I struggled, so that might be how you guys look at it. But yeah, I didn't struggle at all. I made the right play.
And do you have to play the urge to want to shoot?
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, like it's an urge that I want to get the ball in the rim, put it up there, but you don't want to take bad shots and get your team out of rhythm. So just playing the game the right way, man, and that's what we did tonight as a team.
Do you feel like you got to score 30 for this team to win? Do you put
No.
that burden on you?
No, I'm putting no burden on myself. Just try to win. It's the only burden I put on myself to try to win. And we gave ourselves a chance tonight. We just didn't come out from the start with the same aggression that we did in Game 3.
I feel like you left one out there tonight. I mean, you guys did not play a perfect game, but at the end you were within 2. Do you feel like you maybe left one out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we gave up 19 offensive rebounds and 21 turnovers. So they got 40 more possessions than us. So, and we lost by 2. So, I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's bad, but we can take that and run with it. I mean, so we'll be all right.
You said you played desperate in Game 3 and it worked. Do you have to flip that switch again now in Game 5?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's 3-1. We know what's at stake. So yeah, we got to come out and try to get a win.
It's super fun. The whole building's against you. SGA on being the villain on the
Shai,
road.
you're on the road and it's a 2 or 3 possession game the whole way. What'd you feel and notice from your team just in terms of having that level of focus that you needed to have throughout the night?
Yeah, we did a good job of staying in the moment tonight. Obviously had a bad taste in our mouth from last game, and we just wanted to control the things that we can control tonight, and staying in the moment is the best way to do so. We could have been better tonight for sure if tonight wasn't perfect, but we gave ourselves a chance by doing so, and we got a W.
Shai, just wondered your thoughts on what the performance that Chet gave you on both ends of the floor there.
Yeah, it was amazing. Hell of a player. Like you said, on both ends of the floor, he affects the game at such a high level. And it's crazy because, like, he's out there just running around right now. Like, we rarely call plays for him. He rarely, gets anything set for him. He's just out there playing off a feel and affecting the game at a high level, whether it's making open shots, blocking shots, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. Like, he's just a winning player, and he was a really good version of himself tonight.
Shai, I want to ask you about Dub. I don't know where you feel like this ranks among games he's played as your teammate, but in a game that's physical, in a game with that much shot making, it felt like he rose to the occasion. What did you think of his night? Yeah, he was special. He was really good tonight from start to finish. He picked the spots great. He was aggressive. He stepped into everything. He was who he is. He's gotten all these awards this year for a good reason, and he proved it tonight. He's a really good basketball player. It's crazy to think he's so young and has that already achieved. But yeah, Dub was Dub tonight, and I'm happy and proud for him.
Shai, how did you, not the scoring part, but how did you rebound from Saturday's game from an impact standpoint, just from your overall level of impact on the game?
Yeah, I honestly just tried to get lost in the game. Like, I tried not to worry too much about scoring or making plays or whatever it was. I tried to just, lose myself in the competition, be aggressive, pick my spots, and doing so really helped. Let the game just come, and I think as a group we did that really well, and it was the main reason why we got the W. We just like went out there and competed and played hard, and everything else just fell where it did.
Shai, the other night you talked about how much fun, 2 games ago, how much fun this group has, and I know that the job isn't finished and you're the first person to say so, but can you just walk us through the balance between knowing you're one away from what I imagine has been a childhood dream, something you've looked for your entire life,
Correct.
but also knowing you're still one away?
Yeah, it's tough. I think last game was good for us just in terms of like understanding that the most important thing is like what's in front of you. I think we're a little bit too lackadaisical and comfortable last game in game 3, and I think we got beat the way we did because of that, and that was a good wake-up call. So I think that will help for sure. But yeah, it's tough. I would be lying if I said it wasn't. Like, you know how close you are, but yet it's still so far away. To beat a team like this, it takes a lot of hard minutes, doing the right things a lot of the time. So we just got to take it one possession at a time, one quarter at a time, and hopefully eventually we get the game.
Yeah. Shai, we say that big threes are dead in today's NBA. We say they don't exist anymore, but it looks like with you, Dub, and Chet, that they're pretty alive and well. When you go back to training camp, is this what you envisioned? The big shots, fighting back from runs, like you said, Chet doing what he does. Is this kind of the vision from October to now?
Yeah, I think so. We still have so much more room to grow, which is the scary part. Like, I'm 26, which seems old compared to the other two. But yeah, they're 23 and 24. They haven't even hit close to their prime yet. Like, both of them are just out there playing off a feel and their talent. And, like, I'm excited for the future. But yeah, those two are quite the co-parts.
Go ahead, corner. Does being the road villain, is that a new experience for you, and how do you handle that?
You said the road villain?
The villain on the road.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's more fun than like. I don't know about more fun, but it's like it's pretty up there with like being at home. It's the whole building's against you, chanting whatever they're chanting, screaming whatever they're screaming, and it's your job to go out there and play basketball and kind of shut them up. So yeah, it's definitely fun. It definitely adds more to the game. Yeah, I enjoy it for sure.
Shai, what do you think of Nickeil's performance and then there at the end when he was guarding you? Did it kind of take you back to childhood a little bit?
Yeah, he was really good tonight. I feel like he barely missed. Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely surprised. Like, I know what type of basketball player he is. The night like he had tonight, he is very capable of every night. Like, he's a really good basketball player, great feel, great skill. Like, it's only a matter of time before he blows. And yeah, just being out there on this stage, going against each other for what it felt like half the game tonight was super fun. He got the better of me sometimes. I got the better of him. Stuff we've dreamt about for our whole lives, and it's crazy that it's come to fruition. So it's super cool.
Shai, they say you can't fake desperation. What will it take for this team to sort of match the urgency of the Wolves in Game 5?
We have to want it more than them. We have to want to win the game more than they want to win the game. We have to focus on the things that are going to help us win the game and understand the mindset of our opponent above all.
Shai, just going back to the question before, I mean, your dad's sitting by, his sister Nickeil's mom. What has this time just been like for your family?
Super fun. It's hard because like you're so into it and you can't like just like zoom out and watch it and like soak it all up. But when it's all said and done, we'll definitely have plenty of stories about it. Like I said, we've dreamt about this for so long, and for it to be here and the way it's here is amazing, and it's hard to even put into words. But it's super fun for the family for sure.
I know you don't necessarily put a lot of stock into the chance, but what do you think of the free throw merchant whatever you want to call it, label, accusation?
Like the way I see it is like the fans, they're gonna do whatever they can do to help their team win and knock me off my game, being the head of the snake of our team. Like, and that's their job. That's what creates home court advantage. That's what creates a fan base. That's what creates energy in the building. And they want the Timberwolves to win. They don't want the Oklahoma City Thunder to win. So I expect nothing else. And in terms of the label, I don't care. I never cared. I said this before, like, I've shot more free throws in a season than I did this season. Like, I think because we're on the top of everyone's radar, it's a little bit more noticeable, and now people care about it. But I kind of see it as a compliment.